right, folks, welcome to the meeting today. Not a big audience. In fact, there's no audience, so I won't dispense with some of the preliminary stuff, but I would ask if you would turn your cell phones off. That would be preferable. And with that, let's call the roll.
David Borsak, Ed Bowen.
Here.
Jeffrey Tomes, Thomas Freitag.
Here.
John Hintz, Steve Cummings,
Here.
Kathleen Propp,
Here.
Gary Gray,
Here.
Donna Laurie, Robert Weigert,
Here.
Carl Nolenberger.
Here.
Okay. Any additions, deletions, subtractions, the minutes, corrections?
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion clearly passes. Let's move on to item number 1, extraterritorial 3-lot land division / certified survey map at 6061 State Road 91 in the town of Utica.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Welcome.
This is a request for a 3-lot land division, as you mentioned, in the town of Utica, located at the southeast corner of Elo Road and State Road 91. The subject property is just under 3 miles from the city limits, which would be, in this case, the James Road detention area. 3-mile buffer is just across the street, so this one just snuck in for our review. The property is currently zoned with both a Winnebago County A2 General Agricultural District due to a shoreland zone of a stream that runs through the property, and then as well as zoned RR, which is a rural residential, which is a town of Utica zoning designation. The land division consists of a parcel approximately 22 acres in size, broken up into 3 lots. Lot 1, which currently contains a single-family residence and some farm outbuildings, is proposed to be 5.08 acres in size. Proposed Lot 2 just to the south there, which is about 6.8 acres in size. And then proposed Lot 3 on the east side, which is approximately 8.34 acres in size. In addition to the land division, the survey will also be dedicating state right or public right-of-way along both State Road 91 and Elo Road. The division is outside of the city's comprehensive land use mapping, so we don't have that as a guide to determine if land division is suitable if any of city's future plans or anything. But in looking at the general area, by far the area surrounding it is mostly agricultural with sporadic single-family uses, mostly associated with the ag uses around the area. The Department of Public Works reviewed the CSM and doesn't have any concerns with the land division, but they did note that there may be some drainage easements required by county code, and that the Department of Natural Resources website indicates there might be some wetlands on the site. So those comments will be forwarded to the appropriate county staff. Staff isn't concerned with this land division. The parcels are large enough where if, long time down the road, the city would expand out to this area. The proposed parcels are large enough for the city where it wouldn't hamper any city development in this area. So with that, staff is in support of the 3-lot land division as proposed.
Okay, technical questions. Kathy?
You don't have a problem with the land division, but what about the potential use? It's being divided to market the property. Might that be little subdivisions?
Right now, it's currently restricted by the current zoning. I don't know if they are applying for a rezoning for a different use. I believe the A2 section does not allow a new single-family development. But with this being outside of our comprehensive plan, we don't really have any teeth as far as future land use for it.
We have no leg to stand on, is
Correct.
what you're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
But the lot sizes would meet the county's regulations and would definitely meet ours as far as sizing goes for the future. And it'd still be able to develop them off if we ever are to expand them as far as the lot sizes at 5 acres are big enough.
We can work around it.
That we could work around. They're not tiny.
Okay.
Gary?
Yes. Does the staff know if the town board or council of Utica approved this at this meeting?
I don't know what stage it's at. I know that the property owner has a closing on one of the 2 lots at the end of this month, but I don't know
Okay.
where it is in the approval process in the town or the county.
Okay, it's my understanding that the Utica Plan Commission approved it, so I don't see any problem with us approving it, but I'm sorry, that's not a technical question. No more questions.
Any other technical questions? Okay, seeing
Motion
none,
to approve it.
Second.
let's call the roll.
Cummings,
Aye.
Pop,
Aye?
Gray,
Aye.
Weigert,
Aye.
Nolenberger, Owen,
Aye.
Wojtek.
Aye.
Motion carried, 7-0.
Let's move on to item number 2, a grant storm sewer easement for property south of 2490 Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, this is a storm sewer easement request. And let me kind of go back. This subject parcel is a city-owned lot. It's pretty big. It's about 165 feet wide by 1,235 feet long. It fronts both Jackson Street, and it would continue all the way through to North Main Street. On the east, it contains, it's hard to see right now, but it contains a storm sewer that runs along the south property line itself. Goes out to the storm sewer on the west side of Jackson Street. I'm gonna go to the next one. Well, I'll stick with this one for now. If you recall, back in January, a planned development was approved for this property for a 54-unit apartment building. It's a veterans home. Jackson Square Apartments is what it's being called. And I'm going to go to here was their development plan that was approved. These are actually the stormwater plans. So you see their stormwater detention facility is located here on the western portion of their site. Typically, they would have to run their outfall into the storm sewer in Jackson Street. Unfortunately, the storm sewer in Jackson is on the far west side, and there's a bunch of private utilities in Jackson that they would have to be in conflict with, I guess. So when it was reviewed by staff, the determination of going directly south through this city-owned property to connect to the storm sewer right now, and I'll go back to that picture, connect to this 60-inch storm sewer with a 12-inch pipe from their stormwater detention facility was probably the best option at this point, especially because the stormwater utility plans to utilize this area for stormwater detention in the future. So at that time, that pipe could be reduced. It would go right into the new stormwater facility. So what they would basically need to do is they need to have a 20-foot wide, minimum 20-foot wide easement that runs the full 165-foot length of the property to get to the storm sewer on the south side of that property right now. The Public Works and the Attorney's Office are working with the developer on an easement agreement. Staff is recommending approval. For one, there's no negative impact on surrounding properties. We're minimizing the conflict of them having to go under Jackson Street to connect to the storm sewer in Jackson Street itself, while still connecting to the storm facilities. It's needed for this development to continue. They're going forward right now. And it basically allows, grand scheme of thing, it allows a more efficient and effective and direct connection to the existing storm sewer, but to a future basin that's going to be here. I'm not sure exactly when, but planned to be in the future. So with that, we are recommending approval of granting the proposed storm sewer easement as requested.
Technical question. Ed?
So we'll go back to that one before, David. They're still constructing that pond right there. They're constructing everything as shown on our approved plan development. It's just instead of the outfall pipe going across Jackson Street, it's going south.
Correct. It's going south through city-owned property to connect to a storm sewer that's on that property. I mean, directly it'll connect to the storm sewer that's there.
Oh, that's there currently.
It's there currently, and then when they develop the basin on that property, it'll just connect right to the basin.
Okay. And was that basin, I can't remember, was that in the CIP? Has that been part of that or not?
I'm not sure. I know maybe
Yeah,
a
I
year or
don't
two
know.
ago, we brought the acquisition through.
I believe right now it's been bumped to 2016, maybe 17.
Gotcha.
Other technical questions? Gary?
Yeah, on the easement exhibit, it looks like the north end of the easement is, 59 feet from the street, and on the south side, it's 60 feet. Is there any reason why it does a foot difference?
Just where they laid it out and the skews of the land.
Okay, interesting. The other question I have for the planning staff is, this plan development is, in fact, happening.
Yes, it was approved in January of this year, and after the approvals for the plan development, they started going through their site plan review, getting their engineering together, getting all their building permits in order, and that's when it came up where the best connection for the storm sewer would be.
Okay, I just frequent Jackson and Bacon a lot, and I haven't really seen any big development doing. I was just curious.
Nope, they're still getting their plans all approved, so
Okay,
I'm
okay.
assuming they'll build probably start in spring, I'm guessing. No? Soon? This year yet? Oh,
Okay,
you
good
go.
enough, thank you.
Other technical questions? There's no one here from the public, so back to the commission.
Move to approve. Second.
All right, let's call the roll.
Cummings,
Aye.
Crop,
Aye.
Wade,
Aye.
Weigert,
Aye.
Nolenberger,
Aye.
Bowen,
Aye.
Wojtek.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0.
I see no other business. Are there anything that we...
nope.
Carl,
Adjourn. Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion clearly passes. We be done.
All right.
On a record.